Hey, problem solvers! Thanks for being such loyal listeners of Mysteries About True Histories. And grown-ups, if you're interested in an ad-free experience of this show and access to many more family-friendly podcasts and audiobooks, check out Starglow Plus. Starglow Plus features hundreds of episodes and podcasts for kids, like the New Age fairy tales from Girl Tales, daily current events from Kid News, and all the mystical worlds of Musicland stories. And parents, if you're looking for a podcast just for you, you'll also get ad-free episodes of Parenting in You with Dr. Shefali for guidance on conscious parenting. Subscribe to Starglow Plus on Apple Podcasts or by going to starglowmedia.com/subscribe to learn more. Happy listening! Hello, Mysteries About True Histories fans! Welcome to Riddles, Puzzles, and Problems, where I and Murgatroyd invite you, the listener, to solve a series of brain-teasing riddles, puzzles, and problems. But I'm not inviting you to solve these riddles, puzzles, and problems just for the fun of it, even though they are fun to solve. As you know, I recently recruited my knowledgeable nephew Max and his brilliant best friend Molly into the secret order of problem solvers in order to help me match wits with the troublemaking trolls. However, I'm always on the lookout for new recruits. So, if you think you have what it takes to be problem solvers like Max and Molly, then try your hand at playing along. And even if you'd rather not travel time battling trolls, it's still fun and rewarding to give your brain a little workout. So sit back, listen up, and get ready to play along. We begin today's adventure with an anagram. What's an anagram? An anagram is a word, phrase, or name formed by rearranging the letters of another word, phrase, or name. For instance, the drink tea. T-E-A is an anagram of the word eat. E-A-T. Can you find another anagram of eat related to eating? Here's a hint. The word rhymes with a number and happens in the past. If you said A-T-E, ate, as in yesterday I ate an entire chocolate cake, you got it. But that was far too easy for a problem solver. I want you to rearrange the following phrase to find the name of a super-duper important problem solver. And you can feel free to write it down if it'll help you. Ready? Here's the phrase. Mr. Tuna Toy Guard. That's M-R for Mr. Tuna. T-U-N-A. Toy. T-O-Y. Guard. G-U-A-R-D. What name can you make that uses all those letters? Here's a hint. This super-duper important problem solver is my favorite problem solver. I'll give you some time to try and figure it out. If you think the name is Ragu Tony Mudrat, that's incorrect. Although he sounds like quite a character. Maybe you came up with Guru Dana Try Tom. Well, the problem solver I'm thinking of is definitely a guru, but that's also incorrect. Hopefully, some of you got it, because the name of the super-duper important problem solver you can make from those letters is... Ant Murgatroyd. That's A-U-N-T, Ant, M-U Murgatroyd. But you can just call me Aunt M for short. Although Ragu Tony Mudrat might make a pretty good code name. Okay, potential problem solvers. Our next problem is based on a riddle I once had to solve. The time was 1543, and the place was Nuremberg, Germany, which at the time was part of the Holy Roman Empire. It was the eve of the first printing of De Revolutionibus Orbium Caelestium, which translates to On the Revolution of the Heavenly Spheres, a book by Renaissance polymath Nicholas Copernicus. In the book, Copernicus proposed a heliocentric model of our solar system, which was a radical departure from the troll-sponsored geocentric model widely accepted at the time. Problem solvers, what do you think was so special about Copernicus's heliocentric model of the solar system? Did it propose that the sun and planets revolve around Earth? Or that the planets revolve around the sun? If you said the planets, including Earth, revolved around the sun, that's correct. In fact, that's precisely what heliocentric means. From the Greek helios for sun and suffix centric for center. In the geocentric model, it was thought the sun and planets revolved around Earth, which is wrong. The publication of this heliocentric model will start a scientific revolution that will change people's views of nature, medicine, and space. Which is exactly why the trolls attempted to sabotage the book. The first clue to the trolls' plan was a riddle I discovered. It went like this. Copernicus, Shemernicus, print if you dare. Presto! We Turnicus circle into square. Okay, first of all, Copernicus, Shemernicus? Really? You have to marvel at the troll's sense of humor. Anyway, continuing on. Print if you dare. That sounds like a threat. Followed by presto. We Turnicus circle into square? Now, the first thing I noticed was they spelled presto, P-R-E-S-S-T-O. Normally, presto just has one S, but they used two S's, like a printing press. Problem solvers, what do you think this riddle revealed about the troll's plan? Take a moment to think about it. Was it? Number 1, the trolls were going to put a sandwich on a roll in a panini press and press it into a square? Or, number 2, the trolls were planning to steal pages of Copernicus's book and print their own version showing the planets orbiting around the sun in a square rather than a circle. Did you say number 2? Yep, that's what I thought too. By changing Copernicus's book, it would make him look foolish and derail the scientific revolution. I had to find the stolen pages fast. During my investigations, I intercepted a troll letter that said the stolen pages were hidden in a copy of the Nuremberg Chronicle, a 15th century illustrated encyclopedia, between pages 183 and 184. That's just like a troll to hide pages of one book in another book. Through a book collector friend, I was able to get my hands on the Nuremberg Chronicle. But when I flipped to page 183, I realized Copernicus's stolen pages couldn't possibly be between pages 183 and 184. Any idea why not? The reason it was impossible was because pages 183 and 184 were printed back to back on the same sheet of paper. There was no place to hide anything. I was running out of time. Copernicus's book would hit the press in less than an hour. I scrutinized the troll letter under a lamp, looking for any clue I may have missed. That's when I saw it. Equation signs written in invisible ink, activated by the heat of the lamp. The note now said that the stolen pages were between pages 1 plus 8 plus 3 and 1 plus 8 plus 4. Potential problem solvers. Can you figure out what pages those are? Did you say between pages 12 and 13? That's right. I turned to page 12, and there they were, the stolen pages. But I had another problem. My book collector friend lived 13 miles away from the printer, and I only had an hour and a half to get there before the book was to be printed with the fake pages. My friend offered to loan me his fastest horse, which could run 9 miles per hour. Would that be fast enough to get to the printer in time? Potential problem solvers? Let's see if you can figure it out with my help. To solve this problem, you'll need to use a formula. A formula is a mathematical rule that uses letters to represent amounts that can be changed. In this case, we know how fast my horse can go and how much time we have to get there. But what we don't know is, can a horse that runs 9 miles per hour go over 13 miles in 1.5 hours? That's where a formula comes in. In this case, the formula for distance. The formula for distance is distance equals speed multiplied by time. Written out, it would be D equals sine S times T. Now, let's plug in our known variables to replace the letters. Instead of S for speed, we can put 9 because my horse's speed is 9 miles per hour. And instead of T for time, we can put 1.5 hours or 1.5. Now, all we have to do to figure out the distance is multiply 9 times 1.5. Can you do that, potential problem solvers? Did you get 13.5? Great job if you did. So now we know that a horse running at a speed of 9 miles per hour for 1.5 hours can go a distance of 13.5 miles. And since I only need to go 13 miles to get to the printer, I'd make it on time. Phew! And make it I did, ensuring Copernicus's book showed the planets revolving around the sun in a circle, not a square. Troll smoles. So, how'd you do, potential problem solvers? Don't worry if it was a challenge. It's supposed to be. Just go back and listen again and keep trying till you get it. And don't worry, there will be plenty more opportunities to prove you have what it takes to be a problem solver too. I'll be back next Tuesday with another episode of Riddles, Puzzles, and Problems. And be sure to join Max and Molly for another episode of Mysteries About True Histories every Thursday. See you soon.